The holidays approacheth, and even though everything may feel different this year, there is no reason to give up some of our most time honored traditions like holiday baking. Joining me today to discuss how to still enjoy all the cookies you want, plus sharing a very sweet Instagram giveaway, is Corinna Odorico from Breville, Canada. Welcome back to the show, Corinna.
Thank you so much for having me and
It's so
Bravo.
it's so great to have you back. So we'll be celebrating with just our immediate families this year, which makes it pretty different. So, we still want to enjoy baking, but maybe not that big batch baking we usually did. So, any tips for navigating that 2020 cookie swap this year?
Yeah, I mean, I still want to bake. I love baking around the holidays. I love baking all year round, but there's always something special about baking around the holidays. And you're right, like it's going to be less people, but it's really the time for giving. And I've thought too about maybe still cooking my batch of cookies and sharing with elderly people, people that have been quarantined because they just want to stay safe. Maybe just do a drop off and give them cookies, or maybe bake with your, virtually with your friends, and swap recipes. And I actually thought about maybe challenging my friends too, that I'll give them a recipe that might be, a little challenging for them to try, and then them giving me one, and then possibly we could swap to have, a bit of a competition. Hey, why not have some
That's a
fun?
good idea, because normally
Yeah.
at this time of year, we're quite stressed. We're in the time crunch because, we have Christmas concerts and parties to attend, but those things don't exist this year. So we can really try, get in the kitchen and try some new things, right? Think of it as prep for next year's holiday when we'll
Yeah.
be all back with the big crowds, right?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, another one I heard that was really great was like a porch swap where people are arranging the typical cookie swap, but only they're doing it with porches. So they're putting a bunch of boxes out, and then people go around, drive around, and take a box, leave a box. Right? That's a good way to get your cookies
Yeah, I
out.
love that idea. I think that's a really fantastic idea.
Yeah,
And then
and
you
if
get
you time it
variety.
right around the same time when the Christmas lights are out, you could do it and sort of take in the Christmas lights as well when you're driving around, right?
Yes, that's true. Yes, I love that idea. I think it's great.
So aside from cookies, which everybody wants to make this time of year, is there anything else that you can make in the bakery chef that would be really good to try right now?
For sure. It's a beautiful machine, so it could stay on your counter. I say it's jewelry for your kitchen. So it's something that you can always use as a helper in the kitchen throughout, any meal. So sometimes I put, like poached chicken inside and use the paddle to shred the chicken if I need it for any recipe, an enchilada or a sandwich, or just topping on my salads. But you can do that also with, pork, if you like pork as well, like a shredded pork and a carnita. Or how about some dips, some guacamole? If you want to do large batch of guacamole, you can, have it mixed inside as well. Or even, using the whip attachment for making mashed potatoes. So you can incorporate it, whatever you think that you have to mix by hand, you can definitely rely on the bakery chef to do that.
That's
In
actually,
addition,
I have to tell you, that's brilliant. I'm just sitting here nodding, going, wow, because pulled pork is something that I do in
by
a slow
hand.
cooker. I love it. I hadn't thought of using the bakery chef to shred it like that, which is
Yeah,
fabulous. That's so great. It's a great idea. So let's
yeah.
talk about the bakery chef then, because I love the bakery chef. I have one on my counter, and like you,
Oh,
I'm obsessed with it. I just walk in my kitchen every day, and
I know. I just look at it.
I know I'm in a long-term committed relationship with my bakery chef.
Yes, me too.
So
I
tell me
love it.
about some of the advantages of it though.
It has a large mixing bowl, so it's a 5 quart 5 liter mixing bowl. So, and it's glass, so I could see what I could see the ingredients inside. But it also has an illuminated light, so I could see what the ingredients look like as I'm mixing it. It comes with 4 attachments, mixing attachments. So it has the flat paddle, the, balloon whisk, the dough hook, and then we also have the, I have it right here. This is my favorite. It's the scraper paddle. And the scraper paddle has flexible edges that you could scrape the, edges of the bowl while it's mixing, so you don't have to stop and scrape the sides of the bowl. So it kind of, reduces the mixing time by like 30%. And it also has a very powerful motor, 550-watt motor, and that's really important for your mixing of the doughs. It has metal gears, so they're not going to break down, and also an overload protection. So if you feel like your dough is a little too heavy, the motor's going to stop to cool down just to protect it a little bit more. And it has 12 speeds with a task indicator. And I like that we use words instead of numbers. So we can fold, we can cream, we can whip. So using those words for, especially for a beginner baker, when you're reading a recipe that says, cream your butter and sugar together, a beginner is not going to really know what number do I start at to cream my butter and sugar together. So the task indicator tells you what to start it at. So, and just one more thing about our beaters, they all are engineered to touch the bottom of the bowl so that they really incorporate the ingredients very well. So we don't want to end up with a slurry of egg whites at the bottom. We want to make sure that it incorporates everything all together. Yeah.
Okay, and I should mention too, it also comes in really beautiful colors for
Yeah.
your kitchen. So we don't have a lot of time left. So I just, in the spirit of giving for the holidays, What She Said and Breville have teamed up for an Instagram giveaway of a Breville bakery chef in my favorite color, which is the royal champagne. So if everybody wants to head over onto What She Said Talk right now for details how to enter, that is open right now. And Corinna, thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure to have you, and wealth of information on how to use this this stand mixer. It's great.
Thank you so much, Candace. I'm really looking forward to the holiday season and
Me,
baking and eating.
me too. Thank you.
Thank you so much.